Okay,
Hey, Jack Wipes, how you all doing?
welcome to the kitchen of the Bikers of Ill Repute.
Dirty Biker Food Review. Dirty Biker Food Review. If you are bored and you got nothing to do, watch the Dirty Biker Food Review. Dirty Biker Food Review. Dirty Biker Food Review. Dirty Biker Food Review. Dirty Biker Food Review.
Hello out there in in video watching land and cookery habits and stuff. Because why? We're going to cook another meal for you today. This one's pretty easy, and it's called the Caprese Burger. Not really like Chevy Caprice. This is Caprese Burger, as in Caprese Burger. Oh yes, and you're going to like it. Or else, basic tools that you're going to need would start out with some nice olive oil. This is cheap olive oil that's imported from Italy. But that you also want to have some plain old salt, some plain salt, and you'll want a baking sheet. And as always, you'll want some pepper. I'm going to use what's left of this little pepper grinder. Or maybe I'll use some of this coarse black pepper. It's already ground. I need to get rid of both of those. So yeah, then you're going to need a mixing bowl. Let's get a nice mixing bowl we'll be using, because I just got it out, so let's use it. And you'll also want a non-stick pan. This pan is, I don't know, $7 or $8, I think, at the local Dollar General. And it works just fine. Preheat the oven to just about 400 degrees. And I shouldn't have to tell you this, but anytime you use produce, you want to clean it. With this, we're going to put foil in it and a little cooking spray on top of that. You don't need to see all that. Alright. Let's cut up this here potato. Potato here come with a bit of a surprise, a bad spot on the inside. We don't want that, so let's just trim that out. Now actually what we want is some big old ugly chunks. So let's make some big old ugly chunks. Okay, so we're going to throw them ugly potato chunks right here on this lovely tin foil or aluminum foiled and cooking sprayed baking sheet. And we're going to take a little bit of olive oil, drizzle it on everything, just like so. The olive oil is mainly to make the spices stick. We're going to use some Italian seasoning, just like you get at the grocery store, and just kind of, pepper it over it. Then you want to take some salt, and that's up to you how much. I'm going to use about like that much. That's probably a quarter teaspoon, I guess. And again, you just give it a showering, and then let's go with the coarse ground black pepper. I usually go with 1/3 to 1/2 of the salt, but in this case we're going to match it same for same, tit for tat. And what you want to do is toss it to try to kind of more evenly spread everything. Just wipe it all around. You're just going to make a big mess. You don't make your hands into a mess. So the next thing will be to slice a tomato. Yep, I know it's about a medium-sized tomato. I'm not going to core it. I'm just going to slice it by cutting first the top and bottom off, pitching those, and then we're going to make slices. I like them fairly thin, because if you want thicker, you just put 2 or 3 on. There you go. That gives you a little variety and choice. Let's make them into a nice, neat little pile and shove them off to the side. So now we're going to throw these taters in this oven. And I'm going to say probably they'll be done in about a half an hour. Cut the ends off this here onion. Peel it. And then we're just going to slice it kind of thin. Then we're going to kind of sort of reconstruct it. And then slice it. Put a good solid tablespoon of basil pesto and a couple of tablespoons of mayonnaise in a mixing bowl. and then just daintily mix them up. About like so. That's good. Set that aside. Okay, so now we're going to form a couple of patties. You can make them round, you can make them triangle, you can make them, I don't care, octagonal. But I'm going to make mine sort of a squared off round shape. I don't know why. That's just how it came out. If it came out round, I'd be happy with that. Take a couple of them. Now we're going to turn on a little heat. About medium, I'd say. Throw in a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're going to saute our onions. Okay, we've had these onions sauteing for about 3 minutes, maybe 4. And now we're going to put our beef in here. So make a little room for the beef. You want to keep sauteing the onions while you cook the beef. Okay, now if you look at these burgers, you can see how it's brown almost on the side, almost to the top. That's a good sign, and it's about time to flip them. We're going to give it another minute or so. Now, normally how I do it, whether it's right or not, is once I flip the burgers and notice that the size is decreased, they've shrunken, that's usually about the time to get your onions out of there. They're about as tender as they're going to get. They're about as sauteed as you can get them, and to retain some onion taste. So we'll get those out, put them on a plate. And prepare the buns. Sometimes the buns aren't always perfectly cut. There, that one come apart good. Okay, this is real simple. We're going to use a toaster oven. You can use a toaster, you can use your oven, whatever, as a hot skillet, whatever you want. Really lightly toasted. So, okay, that thing does that. That thing does that. Does a good job. These are about done, so we want to get them out of there. This is mozzarella cheese. It's basically classic pizza cheese. One of the main parts of a Caprese Burger. You want to just let that sit, and it'll melt in a little bit. You don't want it fully melted. Well, it's time to start stacking these burgers up. Now I'm going to let Keaton do his own because he's kind of picky about what he likes and what he doesn't like. Okay, so I'm going to put a lot of this pesto mayo on because I doubt Keaton will use any of it. Chunk fell off. We'll set on top of that. I like some, you know, tomato. We'll put some of that there. Then we're just going to take some onion. Oh yeah, a lot of onion. Gotta have a lot of onion. Put that on there like that. Oh. Then smash her down like that. Put her off. Basically baked potatoes in chunks. We'll take those out. Woo, it's hot. Burn you though. Alright. Let's try the taters first.
There's a very kind, understanding, loyal side to my character that you very rarely get to see.
Hot. Very, very hot.
Today there's an important customer at table
But very, very good. You know, today I'm thinking sour cream would have been great all over these taters. Yeah, it would.
Yes, I think he is. Yes, yes. That's the most important. Matthew's dining partner is Jane Lewis, who works in the catering trade.
I'm going to put a little sour cream on my taters.
Have you forgotten to run through again? You haven't forgotten?
Some more burger first.
Good. Unless it is the starters, 1 tartare Saint-Jacques and frog's legs for the critic. And he rolls up his sleeves and heads for the International Court of Human Rights. Or it might concern, but nobody ever does it after TV.
Dirty Biker Food Review.